was once a maid at this house. The family is well known. The husband was a musician. After I moved to that house, I was given rules. The rule the husband repeated and repeated was, you will be eating whatever we are eating here. They said there is a lot which happens there, and I was not supposed to tell anyone, or else they would take legal action against me. From my poor background, we will never afford a lawyer to represent me, so I was ready to zip my mouth. So there's this traditional healer who used to come to the house. That traditional healer would cook porridge and yellow viewers. Welcome once again to another educative episode of African Confessions HD, right here on Extraordinary Africa. My name is Solution Uncle. If you're still new in this show, we publish a lifetime confessions. Usually, we publish anonymously for their own safety reasons. Listener, you're having a challenge, you're having a problem. Don't go to the forest and commit suicide. Freely send your confession to us. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Our WhatsApp number is +263 775 597 775 +263 775 597 775, or you can contact us on our email address fidelgoch@gmail.com. Listener, you're having a challenge, you're having a problem, don't go to the forest and commit suicide. Freely send your confession. It's for free. It's for free. Don't be shy, don't be afraid to hide your identity. In this video, listeners, we have a sad, shocking confession of our sister who is saying she once saved a musician who was into rituals and is now turning against her. She is not settling in a marriage. Without wasting much of your time, listeners, let's go straight into the confession. The confession is as follows. Solution Uncle, I saw this number on your platform. I wish to share my story. I am a woman in my mid-40s. I am in very difficult times. I am married, but this is not my first marriage. I have been married 4 times at 40 years. I am in my 4th marriage. This is now a time my parents starting to think I am the one with a problem, not all the men I divorced, saying they were good husbands married to a bad woman. They don't know what's causing all this. I know, but I'm afraid to tell them. But before I was married, there is something which happened to me. I was once a maid at this house. The family is well known. The husband was a musician. I won't disclose the genre, the country as well, but that was the husband's work. I worked for them after I was still finishing my school. Before going there, I stayed with my parents. My parents were low earners. They worked in farm fields. So we grew up in a compound. You know the life in a compound. Yes, there is that thing they call influence of the environment. This was going to affect me if I was someone weak. I had better plans for myself. I wanted to be successful in my life. I always wished one day I would take my parents, we will build somewhere, we would leave this compound, and I worked very hard at school. In school, I was not that good. I was hardworking, but I failed. Not because I relaxed, not because I didn't want to go to school, just because naturally I was not intelligent enough to pass my studies. So I failed it. And after school, like what other girls usually do in the area I grew up, my friends were married. They went to different places, trying to convince me, go and get married and get rid of this poverty. Get married to this family. There was a boy I was dating those days. They were convincing me to go there, always saying, go and get married. Don't you see that the boy is from a better background than you? You do everything for you. His parents would do everything for you. That's what my friends usually told me to do, and I didn't follow their instructions because I have my own plans. not knowing the devil is just waiting for me to cause this havoc in my life. Uncle, I was seeing you posting stories similar to those of us. I have seen many stories similar to what I am facing now. Uncle, it is happening that I failed at school. I couldn't go and repeat. Parents who are working in farm compound, they are not originally from the country. They are not receiving anything as citizens. They are just relying on that farm work sometimes. The farmers used to grow seasonal crops. Sometimes there would be nothing in the field. The workers would be just staying at the farm compound doing part jobs somewhere. That was the life, and I didn't want it. I wanted a better life for my family, my father and my mother. So after this thing of education, I went to stay with my auntie who was in town. She was doing her housework, and I took advantage that I would stay with my aunt searching for a job. My aunt was into herbs, selling herbs, those herbs for flu, sexual transmitted diseases, and such other diseases. Her business was rising. She was getting new customers. Customers from far away provinces were coming for treatment. It happened that one day someone who is a prominent musician came and said, "Look, I have a problem." He talked to my auntie. My aunt was so professional. She didn't disclose to me what actually was the problem of that man, but he was given good herbs. Few days he returned and thanked my auntie. This time he came with his wife. They thanked my auntie and they asked about our lives, and we explained to them. That's when the wife felt pity for me and said, "I want to give you a job. I want you to be able to have money to go back to school and take care of your poor family." We agreed on terms. I moved to the house. Just because you'll be stranded, you won't think much. You just go. I heard your solution uncle saying do a background check. Sometimes you'll be stranded without food on table, with only one pair of clothes, one pair of shoes, one blanket, eating once a day. You know what life. Hard life is very hard. Hard life is very wicked. So I moved to that house. After I moved to that house, I was given rules. The rule the husband repeated and repeated was, "You will be eating whatever we are eating here." As a stranded person, it was yes, yes, yes from me. They said there is a lot which happens there, and I was not supposed to tell anyone, or else they would take legal action against me. From my poor background, we will never afford a lawyer to represent me, so I was ready to zip my mouth. So there's this traditional healer who used to come to the house. That traditional healer would cook porridge and put his stuff in that porridge. It was being forced. Everyone in the house would eat that. They openly told me that the musician, killed someone some time ago. So he was trying to calm down the spirit of that person. And everyone who visited them would eat whatever they were eating. So I have been there for 5 years. I did well to my parents, enjoying work. The most worrying is that I built them a house. They didn't stay there. Later on, my father started feeling ill and they died last week, same day, with my mother. Without much time, and that it was. So I have been seeing you posting similar confessions, and this thing I faced caused trouble. There's a lot of trouble in my life. After 5 years, I was fired from work after being seen talking with a neighbor. I returned home. After I returned home, I moved on with my life. There was this boy I was dating. I moved to his house. The marriage didn't last. I wasn't feeling that appetite to sleep with him because it's in my life now that there is something which will come over the night, a spiritual husband. It comes in and sleep with me, and it will be using the body of that boss musician. So I won't be hungry to sleep with anyone. That was the problem. The second husband was a drunkard, always beating me, coming back home late. sometimes coming back with girlfriends, sleeping in the same bed with me with the girlfriend, a violent girlfriends, those threatening to kill me. The third husband died after we stayed for only 2 years. Now I'm in my fourth marriage, and that has been my life. That husband I'm staying with is such a cool person, a good person, and I'm afraid we might part ways soon because of that thing. This is my lifetime story. This is what I'm facing in my life. I need deliverance. I need someone who will help me out of this. Uncle, I will be happy to see this story posted. But to my husband, I think it was necessary to tell you my problem. But we get married. I didn't disclose that I was married 3 times because it's not allowed in their tradition. Because as of him, it's his first marriage. It's now 15 years we have been together, and I'm afraid this thing might come because 13 years of the marriage we have been failing to have a child. Once I have a child, I will not be feeling wanting a man. The inner evil spirit in me wants me to leave the husband, and always having that feeling, I think I need deliverance. Please post for me. I'll be reading the comments. Sorry, my sister, for facing these difficult times in your life. No one wants that in his or her life. No one need there is no person who want to be controlled by these demons, and it's all the work of the devil. We don't blame you for anything. We just wish you find the solution you are seeking. It's a sad story you posted to us. It's a sad story. Listeners who are watching, can you please help this sister out? Can you please help by just commenting? Because this sister of us is in difficult times. She is in need of our help. So let's be with her in this moment. Let's be with her. Before we go any further, like I said, I promised that I'll be reading the comments from our previous uploads, and I am now starting to read some of the valuable comments which were being left by our valuable listeners. This is a comment from Boni dos Santos Moura on the confession. As a prominent figure expose how he sacrificed servants and wives. Repent quickly, Jesus is coming soon. Stop serving Satan, he will put you to hell. What can you profit to gain the whole world and lose your soul? It's better to be poor and enjoy everlasting life. Thank you, Doni dos Santos Moura, for this valuable comment. And this was another comment on the confession. My desire for Bafana lead me to rituals. That was capitalist. Background music is not cool. Thank you, brother, for the feedback. Thank you to everyone who was complaining about that. It's not my channel. It's our channel. We are a community. We are working together. So thank you so much for giving me such feedbacks. I need that is need to be. There's need for that to be corrected. And there was another comment. My desire for Bafana lead me to rituals. This is our sister, one of our top listeners, Sister Ruth Bozaite. Jesus is the only solution for all your issues. Run to him and he will help you because he loves you. Jamie McCabe commented on my desire for Bafana lead me to rituals. Too much noise in the background, bro. Thank you so much for the feedback, Sister Jemima, who sort it out. Thank you so much, my listeners. I'll be happy when you correct me when I'm wrong. Feel free. This is your channel. Feel free. And this was NYCEMYK. Solution angle. The background is distorting the message. Thank you so much for the feedback. Thank you so much. Queen Sheba, my desire for Bafana lead me to the rituals. Let's not be so quick to complain. He's trying something new. It's not bad. Why does everyone see that old man that looks like a baby? Killing babies is not good. Finishing off all of the babies is not good. Grandma, no, I can't judge you because I don't have any heaven or hell to put you in. I'm sorry that poverty pushed you to do that. It sounded like you were doing to achieve something and your grandmother believed in you, but you measured your success by looking at others. That was from God. You should confess. Yes, your family will be angry, but you'll be free. When he comes for your babies, what will you do? Thank you so much, Queen Sheba, for this helpful message. Queen Sheba also commented on my desire for Bafana, lead me to rituals. Confession 2, I think you are in a perfect position to give the Almighty Lord a chance. The God of Abraham, Moses, Isaac, and Noah, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Listen to my beloved solution nephew. He is giving you sound advice. Give God a chance. You probably want through this so God could come into your life. It's hard when you feel that you are not doing well in life, but you must give yourself the best chance, my brother. It's not easy to be happy when you are hating or hungry, but you have to give God a chance to show you how you can turn your life around. Don't give up hope. Don't take your life. It will all work out according to His holy plan. Thank you so much, Queen Sheba. Thank you so much for this helpful comment. Another comment on Evil Shrine Worker exposes their president, musicians, and pastors. That was Felix Michael. Jesus Christ is the answer. Secondly, Jesus Christ is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believes. And another comment came from Spiwen NDWADNWE. Sorry, I failed to read your name, but sorry. The Sabbath starts Friday 6 p.m. to Saturday 6 p.m. Thank you so much. We'll start from 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. We'll do that because we respect your beliefs. We respect the Sabbath. As Fasozo Nzama, 2015, my two sisters introduced me to Satanism, wanting me to preach the gospel yet sleeping with same gender. Thanks God, that night Jesus revealed himself to me as God through a voice. Jesus is coming back. My sister, I would like you to come with that confession. This is so helpful. Thank you so much for the feedback. Thank you so much for the comment. Those are some of the comments. For those comments I have not yet read, we'll read them in our another uploads. Thank you so much, listeners, for the work you are doing. Thank you so much. May God, the King of Kings, help you. May God, the King of Kings, safeguard you wherever you are listening from. That was it in this episode. Until we meet again, bye for now.